Having Steve's fully confident that the likes of yourself can break the goals drought this weekend. Views on that?
Yeah, it'd be nice. We've had a few sort of boring 0-0 games now, and we haven't been beaten, which has been good. But it'd be nice to get a few goals now. But after beating Bristol well the last time, they'll be well up for this one. I think to get one back on us, so it's not going to be as easy as it sounds.
So what's happened then? You were the top scorers in Britain a couple of weeks ago now. All of a sudden it's stopped.
It's just 0-0 draws. It's just those things. You know, we played good teams. We played the league leaders. We played Preston. I think who else we played? QPR away from home. Not many people get results there, and it's just been the way it is. It's logical reasons for it. Be nice, obviously, if nicked goals along the way, but it wasn't that we weren't, creating. I suppose, putting pressure on their goal and things. So they'll come.
The manager said he's not worried. He's back here to score, and he's got 4 strikers. He's back to score against anybody, so he's not panicking.
I hope not. I'd be disappointed if he said something different and went out and said, "Shit, we need to sign strikers," or we're crap. No, even if he thinks it, he's not going to say it. But definitely we're all confident. We've all got goals this season. So, and not just the strikers. We've midfielders have scored, wingers have scored, centre halves have scored. So goalie has scored. Mm-hmm. So there's someone's going to pop up on Saturday and nick one.
Does it give you more confidence for yourself when you pick up accolades like last week, where Ireland Player of the Year, that kind of thing?
Definitely, yeah. It's very, I suppose, very delighted to win it. It's an achievement that probably look back on it when I retire and think, wow. So it's something I'd love to be able to keep up my form every year and sort of be in the running for every year. It'd be nice, and that's one of my aims, to try to do that.
You beat Shay Given and John O'Shea. They're not bad, are they? Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah. So especially probably they're I think it's based on how you play for your country. So John O'Shea win the Champions League and stuff, it would have made it difficult otherwise. So it was nice. Difficult year last year, and to do well this year and get that award it takes a bit of that pain away.
And you had a couple of days break in Ireland after the international.
Yeah.
Has that refreshed you a bit?
I think it has, apart from my mother trying to feed me up for 3 days with tea and sandwiches and more tea and more sandwiches and cakes and desserts.
No processed meat, I hope.
No, all healthy, but apart from the cakes and she wouldn't leave me alone for 3 days, so I was nearly glad to get back in the end.
Because she's called Mrs. Doyle.
Mrs. Doyle, yeah, she has that. She's had that joke for a good few years now, to be fair. But she does live up to the tag, I can tell you that.
Does she think it's funny?
Yeah, she does. She plays along to it. So it was. I think it's worn off now. People have forgotten about that. But
didn't Shane had a problem earlier when he came over? Didn't his mum come over with him to cook for him in the early days?
Yeah, he's still blaming her for cooking too much for him. Same problem when I went home. I can see what problem he has because he can't get a minute's rest. But I'm sure you know when you went back to your mother's, you're living away from home, what it's like for a few days.
And didn't the manager say you were the best buy he's ever made?
I don't know.
Ian Wright?
I don't think he named names. No. he generalised it, I think it was, which was very nice of him to even put him up around that category. Must be trying to boost my confidence for the run in, I think. But it was nice to see him say that, and hope I can keep that going for him.
I mean, for somebody like Ian Wright who scored goals and goals and goals,
yeah, I suppose he sold them to Arsenal before he really went mad and really shot to massive fame. So it's nice to be, all the clubs he's managed, how many years and how many teams. So it's nice to be up there with some of them.
You still get Cork City fans saying, "I can't believe we didn't get that very much money for you."
They got more money a few months ago, I think.
So all the bits and pieces.
They've got bits and pieces.
You're becoming quite expensive now.
I know, yeah. I think they got a couple of. I'm not sure the figure, maybe a couple of $100,000 a few months ago for a buy-on clause or whatever was in the contract or something. So they've done all right out of it in the end. I actually had a few of them say to me that was their final link with me cut off now after four years over here. They've always had maybe some sort of something coming their way, and that was the final link to me.
That was partly a new contract deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was separate. It was separate from that. It was just right. The two clubs came to, I think, an agreement. I think Cork were needing the money at the time, and Reading, helped them out a bit.
So how much do you cost then? Do we know?
I think
Undisclosed.
Undisclosed. It started off at 70 something grand.
78, I think we said.
There was a couple of international appearances and things like that, and along the way, I'm not sure what the exact figure, and then a couple of $100 last month. So I'm up probably around 300 grand now at this stage. So, you know,
Cup, we had been there for 7 million.
Still well behind Leroy though.
Yeah, although there's not too many more than 300 grand at the club, I reckon, over the years. So, but the same with every player. I'm sure Dave Kitson or whoever was signed, you know, had the same little. You know, every player signed for small money has the club who sell them always have the add-ons all along, but you just probably don't hear about it. So that's what.